want to share some of these with you, and so I've got 4 here, and they range in like maybe you learned something, maybe you have a laugh, I don't know. But these were 4 videos that I thought were pretty cool. So we're gonna take a look at these. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm gonna put my headphones in. I haven't had my headphones in at all, but I want to be able to hear these things. And then I'll also post these in Discord so that you guys can experience them as well.
Early we hailed at the twilight's last
I remember this.
whose broad stripes and bright stars were so gallantly there, as though rockets were there, and the twilight's last gleaming, and the rockets' red glare were so gallantly there. Burst stripes were all there, and the rockets were there. Only we had.
I don't know how you learned the Star Spangled Banner, but this is a banger. I mean, like, can we just... Who do I got to talk to get this to be the absolute... This guy's the GOAT, man. This is what we need to turn it into. I want to watch that one more time. I love these kinds of videos where like they keep a tally of all the wrong things that were said. Oh man, try and follow along if you can.
Early we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars were so gallantly there, as though rockets were there, and the twilight's last gleaming, and the rockets' red glare were so gallantly there. Burst stripes were all there, and the rockets were there. Only
That's my favorite part. And the stripes were all there. In case you were wondering, no, they were all there, all of them. Whew. Oh, never change, internet. Never change. Everything was there. It was all there. If nothing else, it was there. I love it. Oh, man. Do you think he knows he messed up? I'll tell you what, Tim, he went in with confidence, right? Like if you're going to fail hard. This content, or the comment over here, right here, the creator, life lesson, be there or be square. Hey man, they're all there. I love it. Full on panic mode. Have you guys ever been in a space like that? Like where you're in the middle, you're having a real Michael Scott moment. Sometimes I start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going at all. I've been there a lot, actually. Those moments, if you were not prepared for going all over the place, difficult. And in a song that everybody basically knows, that's a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. What's crazy too is that the national anthem, like the Star Spangled Banner, for whatever reason, one of the most butchered songs. And I don't even know why. I think it's the nerves, right? You put people in front of people who don't normally go in front of people, and they just go blank. Absolutely blank. There was, maybe I should have brought it up as just kind of like a juxtaposition. It was, what was the game? It was last weekend, I think. Maybe it was a wild card game. I don't remember. But Pentatonix, they did the national anthem. And I was like, why do we not just book Pentatonix for anytime anybody needs to sing this? It was Chef's kiss. It was so good. Is it this one? Let's see. Oh, it was this one. It was this one. Sorry. Listen to this. Bear, you troll. Dude, I don't, American or not, whether you know anything about music or not, whatever you think about Pentatonix, don't care. That is what it should be like. Not this.
We hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars were so gallantly there, as though rockets were there.
I mean, I just wanted to remind everybody, like, where we came from, okay? Legit, dude, like, I'm going to get on a soapbox for a second. As far as it pertains to, like, Christian content and the church and all sorts of stuff, this is what people see. Not green team wins. This is what they see. This is what we do. We are trying to move into the Pentatonix sort of feel of things. Like, holy crap, yeah, this is dope. Let's do that. Not Ted over here, which I'm sure he's a nice guy. But okay, anyway, there you go. We started from the bottom. Oh yeah, I mean he got the notes. He started somewhere. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. This one, you about to learn today.
You can always stop a table from wobbling simply by rotating it. 3 legs can touch the ground no matter what, but there is often one leg that doesn't quite get to the floor. Now imagine turning the table exactly 90 degrees, keeping the same 3 legs touching the surface. This will end up with a 4th leg now under the ground, which is usually not possible, but it means that somewhere between hovering and being underground, there is at least one place where the 4th leg is also at ground level. And even though the tabletop might not end up perfectly level, you can always stop a table from wobbling simply.
How did I not know this? Right? I'm trying to take you guys on a journey here, Booze. How did I not know? Did anybody else know this? Did you know this? Tell me if you knew this or not. I didn't know it. Now, let's be real. Okay, how practical is it to just rotate the table? I think this is 100% wrong. How practical? Caffeine, you knew this and you didn't tell anybody? Doesn't look like the floor at any restaurants I've been in. They're at a Cracker Barrel. You had to do this all the time? I mean, yeah, it's sugar packets. Absolutely. I mean, that's what I know. I know folded cardboard. I know napkin. I know that trick. But I also know that sometimes if you don't get it right, it just makes it wobble on the other side. And now you start having a table that's just suspended by napkins and paper plates. I'm not besmirching anything, but I am a little bit. Okay, so that works with tables with legs. Oh, yeah, circular bases, you're done, right? Because you need the points. Little felt, much easier. Give me a hacksaw. Like maybe that's the thing. Or what I really like is like on the bottom of like washers and stuff, like washers and dryers, a little screw on legs. I like those. Oh yeah, yeah. That's true, but it's worth it, man. It's absolutely worth it. Oh man, I'm gonna go into all of the restaurants and just turn the tables. And so I'm gonna literally turn the tables on them. Here's the thing though, that's mind blowing, right? Like that's critical problem solving. When is that practical? Like especially if you have a square top table, when is that practical? I don't think that it is, because tables they have the edges in the places that they have them to create like lanes and paths to walk through. If you've got like all these awkwardly turned tables, you lose it. Yeah, I'll do it. Heck yeah. 2x4 and a hacksaw. The other legs are getting affected by the one that you're trying to fix gets moved. So I'm looking at their little picture here. I don't know, man. I don't know. You think this video is fake news? I don't know. They got green rings around them. What do you want me to say? Anyway, that was just to break your brain a little bit. Hey, I want to hear thoughts on this one.
You ever wonder why sometimes lightsabers cut through everything like a hot knife through butter, but other times they act more like a hot stick? A lot of fans have pointed out that they do have lower settings for training purposes, but what if it's more than that? Because I kind of doubt that Luke went up against Darth Vader with his saber in training mode. Hear me out. What if we're thinking of lightsabers all wrong? We think of them as these circular bars of light coming out of these circular hilts, and that is more or less what they look like on screen. But what if lightsabers actually have an edge? So an edge that can cut, maybe two edges that can cut even, but also a flat face that's just going to bounce off of stuff. Obviously very hot and still going to do some damage, but it doesn't slice the way the cutting edge does. And since it's glowing with the heat of 1,000 suns, it just looks like this no matter what angle you're looking at it from. Somebody with a lifetime of experience like Qui-Gon would be using that edge with much more precision. Whereas somebody who's newer to the lightsaber like Luke might be swinging it around, hitting people with the blunt side of the blade from time to time. Again, still pretty effective, just not slicing anybody in half. I know. I'm sure it's not canon and George Lucas thinks I'm an idiot, but what do you guys think?
What thoughts on that? I mean, Patrick, Darksaber, right? That's an actual blade that we get to kind of see. It's like shaped like that. What do we think about like there being a flat edge on that? We like that? I don't hate it. Oh, you missed it? Don't worry, Steven, I got you. The basic idea is he asked why it's a chainsaw. He asked why, Lee, I want to hear your thoughts on this. Why does sometimes a lightsaber cut through everything like hot butter, while other times it just kind of dinks off of things, like a dull blade? Why does it do that? And so his theory is that much like a sword, it has a flat edge, okay? So a side, while it has maybe one or two of the other sides that can cut. And so it's all about how you orient the lightsaber. With what we see is just a tube of light. So then Patrick was like, well, we have the Darksaber, which legitimately like looks and manifests like a blade. Booze, I'm here to make, we gotta get going. We gotta roll with Mondays, okay? We can't just slog through Mondays. I would like to see, I'd be very interested to see a lightsaber chainsaw though, Lee. Flexible continuity. I like that. In the original old school lore, late 70s, okay, the sabers were blades and they had weight to them. It's why they fought more slowly in the original films. I did watch, because I went down a rabbit hole, I did watch a video where it was Mark Hamill talking about, he got to actually see and hold the original saber, I think from Last Jedi. He got to hold it again, and he was like, "Oh man, this is a really good replica." And he's like, "Nope, that ain't the replica. That's the real thing." And so he walked them through like what they would do is they would get into the position, like whenever they would turn the lightsaber on, they would stand there, and then somebody would walk in and like screw in the top of it, and that's how they went. It was not. It was like good effects. They weren't like special. They were just, better than average effects. Makes sense. You believe that they're probably all similar to the Darksaber. Sabers have a flat edge, but you do believe it's more like a chainsaw in terms of being able to turn the intensity up and down for raw slicing power. So he did mention that there is that training mode on sabers, which I don't know jack or squat about Star Wars lore. But I do think that makes a lot of sense, because if you're giving them to children, I don't care how much of the Force they have. That's a trip to the hospital, man. Like that is an insurance policy nightmare, right? So, set to slice. Yeah, I always keep mine on dice, just in case. But hey, man, there you go. I never would. It didn't even cross my mind when that happened. It's like, oh, they're not slicing people in half. They're just kind of knocking people over. Never, just movie stuff. That's where my brain went. Like, oh, that's probably fine. Yeah, no big deal. Remember that time a stormtrooper set his gun to stun, and then and that never happened again? Set phasers to stun. That's like a Star Trek thing. Okay, I got one more. This one's gonna hit you in the feels. Just be prepared. And also, I just want to say, I thought this one was important to share. I really do. It has some bits of language in it. Okay.
Hey, you riding that bike out there? Yeah. Where'd you get it? Stolen from my house. You've had it. Stolen from my house 2 weeks ago. I'm calling the police right now, brother. Calling the police right now. You want to give it back? You want me to call the police? Which one?
Dude, I paid $10 for it.
Well, who'd you pay $10 for? I'm calling the police. Let's move out of here so we don't bother the store people. Because I'm calling the police. Pick or choose.
Take the bike, dude. I paid $10.
You're right, I'm taking it. So you gotta watch out for your friends, man, because you're gonna get you in
I
trouble.
literally paid $10 just to get back and forth to work for that.
I don't. You motherfucker. Can I take? Sorry, dude. Can I take down your number then? I don't want to cause you not to get to work. My bike got stolen. Right over in Bus Street. Second time it's got stolen. I know it's my bike. I built it. Have witnesses. Have the serial number at home. So I'm willing to take down your number, Bob, so you can get to work. But I need my bike back. So I don't want to take it right now if you really are using it for work. But
how's that gonna get me to work?
I'm not going to take it now. But I want your number so I can get eventually when we can arrange a bike for you. I know, but I'm saying I'll let you. Since I know it's for work, I'm willing to let you continue to borrow it, as long as we keep in touch, and then we'll find you a bike. Because I have a bike at home I'm working on. So once I get that one going, then I'll be fine to let you have it. But I just can't let it go by. So if you have a number, and we'll exchange numbers right now, and I'm fine, dude. I didn't mean to come in yelling at you, but it just pissed me off, having your stolen,
That video legit made me emotional. What we got to see and experience in that video, man, was true human, like a raw emotion, right? Like you took my thing, you took my stuff. That's mine. You can't have it. It's mine. You stole it from me, and that's wrong. And he tried to lie. I bought it for $10. I don't think that he did. Right? That's not not the point. But that guy came in hot. And then the moment, I mean, golly, dude, the moment that the guy that stole the bike has the bike in his possession, we'll say, said that he has it for whatever reason, however he obtained it, he has it so that he can get back and forth to work. Immediately, that guy changed. The guy who got the bike stolen from him. Immediately. And then he was like, man. He went into caring mode. Absolutely caring mode. How do I take care of this guy? You're using it for work? How do I help you? I am going to take it back. But not now. I'll take it back later. I'll take it back when it's more convenient for you. You stole from me. I'm going to take it back when it's more convenient for you. That doesn't make any sense. It makes no logical sense. That's his property. He's well within the means of the law to take it back, to repossess that. But he doesn't. And he even goes so far as to say, hey, I'm working on a bike, and you can have that bike. I will take this one back because I like this one better. This is a better bike. But I'm working on a bike right now that you can have when I'm done with it. We'll figure it out. But in the meantime, I'm going to let you keep the bike that you stole. And the top comment on that video is Jesus be like. And I'm like, oh. A more accurate statement would be we should be like. Because I think that we are going to act out in anger. Like, it's just going to happen, right? Things are going to make us mad in a big kind of way. They're going to go off the beaten path. People are going to wrong us very personally. But remembering that it's not just about us. There's more to the story than our wants, needs, and desires. Man, that was a gut check. It really was for me in a big kind of way. And I want it to be that for you as well. Like, how are we interacting with people around us when they wrong us? Are we just out for blood? Or are we trying to understand circumstances that move people to do things like that? Now, if it's just I just wanted it, that's different. We can deal with that for sure. But it was more than envy. It was more than covetousness. It was more than a desire to have things that other people had. If he's to be believed, which we're just going to take the video at face value, right? That he was trying to get back and forth to work. That was a baller move on the original owner of the bike. And so, like, I'm a Christian, and I find myself in those situations constantly. My aspiration is to do what he did. And so I wanted to share that with you guys because not everything's just going to be haha, funny giggles and all sorts of stuff. But, like, we have to love people. Even if you're not a believer in Jesus, like, the world is just a better place when you treat people with respect, with honor, and with dignity. Regardless of how you feel you have been wronged. Doesn't matter. The world is just going to be a better place where you perpetuate love and forgiveness. So, I'm gonna put those vibes out into the world. I put them out because of Jesus. That's why I do that. It's what keeps me moving forward and keeps me on the straight and narrow, as it were. But even then, if that's not what you subscribe to, I'm not here to make sure that you are converted. That's not my job. It's not a thing that I'm worrying about right now. But I will continue to be the love of Jesus as much as I'm absolutely able by hopefully doing stuff just like that. So